Hey everybody, it's Stephen Noel. Thanks for tuning in to check out our truck camper tour video. This has turned into be a bit of a labor of love. A lot of people have been interested in a camper tour, and
we gave you one.
Well, now you've got one.
Maybe more than you want.
So we've got two versions. We've got a short version for those that are just casually interested, and then we've got the mega version for those that are really interested. So
I'm not that
I don't know that we're that interested now that we're done with it. But we were talking, you know, I think if I had run into like one of the longer videos when we were looking to purchase one of these, I probably would have paid attention to it.
Yeah, I would have too.
We kind of mixed in, you know, it's a tour of our camper, but it's also some of our opinions of how well it's working for us, what we think of different components, both on the inside and outside. So we hope you'll enjoy. If you do us a solid, it's the three things we would like you to do.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up on the video.
Comment.
Comment and subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you soon. So this is our freshwater fill. So when we're in an RV park or at someone's house or whatever, we can pop this open, we can fill up our freshwater tanks. I think our freshwater tank is right around 50 gallons. This is our hot water heater. This is our auxiliary shower that we've never used. You can plug in a hose out here and you could actually take a shower outside if that's what you wanted to do. This is our battery bank. We have two deep cycle batteries that we use for charging. The solar panels will charge. We have 110 watts up on the roof. The solar panels will charge the battery, and so will the truck's alternator when the truck is running. Got satellite ready here, so if you've got a coax cable at an RV park, you can hook an antenna up to this. Then you would have a signal on the inside. Underneath here on the far end, this is a freshwater connection. So if we're at a RV park, or again, if we're at someone's house or something, we can hook a hose up to this. When I hook a hose up to this, it bypasses our freshwater tank, and then we just have water that's coming in, not from a freshwater tank. So it allows us to maintain whatever our current storage is. Next to that, we have the Sani rinse. This is the rinse that we use for the black water tank. You do this when you're at a dump station or at an RV park. You can plug up the hose right here. There's a nozzle that sticks into the black water tank, and the nozzle spins, and ideally it will get the debris off of the tank. Right next to that, there's one more connection. This is our solar connection. So we could do a solar panel on the outside if we wanted to. We could add like an extra 10 watts. This is our connector. We're 30 amp. This is when we're at an RV park. This is our propane compartments. The propane, we have two 14-gallon containers. Generally, we don't run out of propane. We use propane, I think, as much as the next guy, but we just don't use a lot. So, like right now, temperature is moderate, so we're like mid-70s. My suspicion, using the propane the way we do, just for cooking, just for the refrigerator, we could easily go for a month without needing to fill these up, maybe a month and a half. This is where we have down here. These are our black and gray water drain valves. We keep our diesel treatment fuel back here. And then we keep our remote control for the jacks. Okay. So in the back here we have got a couple connectors here for power if I want to run something outside. To use these, I would need to be connected to either shore power, or I would need to have the generator running. We went with the optional Fox landing on the back here. The Fox landing gives us this extra step down here.
And the big landing.
And the big landing. It folds up like this when we're driving. One of the things we noticed was that sometimes, and this is a good example, it can be just a big step here from the ground up. At 6'3", generally the steps don't bother me. At 5 foot, four
and a half,
sometimes these are a big step to make. So we went with the optional landing. So we've got a ladder back here. We use the ladder when we want to get up onto the roof to do any kind of inspection or repair or anything like that. We can. fold the ladder out of the way. So the ladder folds up, and we've got a little latch to put on it. Only time I generally do that, though, is when I'm going to come down here to the generator. This is our 2500 LP, so this is liquid propane. Generally, we don't muck around here that much, probably because we don't use it that much. One of my future projects is to actually raise the generator and put some vibration isolation pads underneath it, but that's the generator. This is our manual crank. If we need to crank out the slide manually, stick a special little tool in there and then you can crank it out. So these are the jacks. We've got 4 jacks that come with the system. The 2 in the back are stationary. The 2 in the front will rotate out a little bit. We use these when we want to raise the camper. When we've disconnected the camper tie downs and we're going to drive the truck out from underneath the camper, we use these. These drop all the way down to the ground and raise the jack up, move the truck out, and then we can lower the camper right back down. The only other thing we really have in the back to talk about, well, I guess there's a few things. We have this light bar up here at the top. Honestly, this is, to me, this is another area where I think the Fox guys are just disconnected from, at least from our reality. We've only used this once or twice. If we were hiking somewhere at night and we're coming back and there were like a remote control where we could activate this, okay, it might have some value. But the only way to turn it on and off is from inside the camper itself. So I think this is just like a security thing. If someone is banging on your back door or something, you can light them up with this. And thankfully that has really not been our experience at all. So far to me, 9 months into it, this is worthless. This is the backup camera. We did pay, I think, an extra $800 for this, worth every penny. Oh, Noel's saying 400 bucks. So we paid 400 bucks for this, worth it. If you're thinking about whether to get one or not, just buy it. You'll be glad you did. Underneath it here, we have the thermometer that we added. We showed that to you on the inside. That just gives us a temperature of what is it like outside. Okay. So in our compartment back here, we keep, I'd say, like outdoor things that we don't use every day, but we use them with some kind of frequency. So here's our extension line for our 30 amp shore power. Got a water filter, a cable if we stay at an RV park that has cable TV, tire jacks for leveling, some miscellaneous box. I've got a water filter. I've got the hose for the outdoor shower. Then we have our whitewater hose for fresh water. So we have 2 different hoses that we use, one for anything that's going to be involved with our black water, and then we have a different one that we use, this one, anytime it's going to be clear water that we would use for drinking. I think that's about it out here. I mean, we've got over here, we have the refrigerator exhaust. On the top, we have the freezer exhaust.
Hey, so today we're going to do a pretty quick tour of our truck camper interior. So we'll start with the kitchen because it's the part that's clean right now. Okay, so over here we have a little pantry. It's pull out, pretty cool. Microwave, 3-burner stovetop, little oven, which we also use for our pots and pans storage. Sink. It's pretty good sized. Not entirely in love with it, but it's pretty good size. Storage up above, storage down below, and there you go. Oh yeah, and here's our garbage can, which actually is kind of neat, but one more storage. Clearly didn't wipe that down. Couscous fell. For canned goods.
So this is our refrigerator freezer area. So we've got a freezer. We keep stocked with whatever it is we're going to cook. We just went to the store not too long ago. And then we got the fridge down here. So this runs off of propane. So these run pretty easy and it's not a problem for us. When we're in town like we are right now, we can go ahead and connect this to shore power and switch from propane over to electric. This is our spice rack over here. This is just where we keep all of our spices that we use for any kind of dishes that we cook.
Okay, so now I'll give you a tour of our bedroom area, cabor, also called. So first is this cupboard here. It's actually like kitchen stuff and extras. So down here is a lot of hiking food. This is extra supplies, extra medicines, toilet paper, just miscellaneous stuff. We keep our mandolin back there, that kind of stuff. So that's that. And then on this side, on the other side of the bed, is another little cupboard. Steve keeps electronic stuff, medicine, miscellaneous crap down there. Then of course our TV. Dun, dun, dun. And then just an overview. I have clothing down here and a little shelf up there, and then a back closet back there. It's a hanging closet, which is silly because we don't hang anything. So it's stored our backpacking stuff. Same for Steve, backpacking stuff in the corner and clothes in baskets here.
So our wet bath is pretty simple. So it's a small space. So we have a toilet. Got a little lever on the side that you can hit with your foot to flush the toilet. Toilet paper dispenser. It's covered so the shower doesn't get it wet. The upper corner here, we have a shower head. We turn the shower head on from out here on the sink. We turn both sinks on, then we pull a little valve in the middle that forces the water to come up and through. Got a medicine cabinet. We want to take a shower, we can step in, we pull the shower curtain closed, and then we take a shower.
All right, so we're at the last leg of our truck camper tour. It's an Arctic Fox 990. We probably said that, but I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the last of our storage. Here's the bathroom. I already took you on that tour. We hang our jackets on the back of it. We just hung, you know, those things. Hooks, command hooks with Velcro or sticky or something on the back. So under here is our medicine cabinet. Just a little drawer where blood pressure monitor, contacts, medicines, extra medicines are in here. And then right behind me on this side, oh, this one just pulls out, is Steve's drawer and yoga block, truck.
Yeah, this is all
camper.
Truck and camper. Yeah.
Warranty or
booklets,
yeah,
pamphlets, yeah.
Information stuff. Just some miscellaneous
random stuff.
And then down here on this side is my little cubby hole. So I have an office bin. Anything like stamps, stuff that sewing kit, thank you cards, that kind of thing. And then I have extra shoes and our bug zapper in there.
We can make a whole video of you with the bug zapper.
I do love the bug zapper. And then underneath here, oh, so right here beside the drawer is this is a heater vent. Oops, I probably just turned it now. Heater vent, and then on the back side of the bench is another heater vent. And down on the ground there, one more heater vent. So one thing that's cool, please don't judge my non-shaved legs, but one thing that's cool is this vent is an intake vent. So if it's too cold outside, the heater kind of knows that, the system knows that, and it brings hot air in from the camper and down beneath so that it will keep all the water pipes warmer. So that's that. Under here is the last storage. Steve has some shoes. We have some hand weights, our broom. Usually I keep bottles of water that you saw frozen. And then underneath is a little container, extras. So right now it has toilet paper. We usually have water, bottled water under there, and that charger thing, lamp thing for Steve's telescope. And then the dinette. So this is Steve's side. It's a little messy. That's my side. Also messy. But if you see down underneath my books is that rubbery, I don't know, I think it goes under rugs, actually. We'll be using it on both sides to hold items in place while we are traveling. Yeah, so this dinette can lower down, then this spreads out. We did it one time. I actually can lay down here flat out, and Steve cannot. So I think 5'5" is about probably the height for somebody who would be using this for a bed. I'm not a huge fan of this or this pattern. If this weren't brand new to us, I would probably rip all of this stuff out and upgrade it. I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit stuck in the 80s or 90s to me. But it works, and it's home, and it's comfortable, and I think we love it.